All right. Why do women hate nice guys? Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm your man, KTJ, former men's counselor turned love coach. And today we're going to get into it. Why do women hate nice guys? What is it about nice guys that just turn women off? I have a real testimonial from one of my clients, and I'm going to tell you exactly what she said. You would think that this guy did all the right things, but he didn't. And she told me this guy did everything, and I couldn't stand him, and I would never go out on a second date with this guy. So let's get into it, and let's get going. All right, you guys, welcome to the show. I am KTJ, and I am a dating and relationship coach, and we've been in these dating and relationship streets for a while, but I'm excited about this topic. Women can't stand nice guys, and here's why. We're going to go into it. Maybe you're a nice guy. Maybe you're a guy who, you try to do all the right things, and you just find that women are turned off by this. And ladies, as you're watching this, or whenever you watch this, I want you to chime down in the comment section and tell me if I'm wrong about this, or just your thoughts about what I have to say on this topic. So you guys, if this is your first time getting here, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps this show out. We're coming back with more shows. We took a little break, but we're back, and we're better than ever. So let me tell you about my client. I have this client. I asked her about her dating experiences, and this is what she told me. She said, I went out on 2 dates, and neither one of them were any good. Okay, this is what she said. I've been out on 2 dates. Neither one of these guys are good for me. I'm not seeing either one of them ever again. And I'm like, okay, tell me about that. You're not going to see either one of them ever again? She said, no. She said, here's why. She said, this guy, date number 1, they never even went on a date. This guy just wanted to be a pen pal. This guy wants to trade. They met on Match, or they met on Hinge. They met on Hinge, and she said they had a good conversation back and forth on Hinge. He asked her for her number. They talked on the phone, exchanged messages, and a week goes by. They talk on the phone and exchange messages, and another week goes by. And he doesn't ask her out for a date. And so she wanted to know, Kel, what should I do about this guy? I said, there are certain men, listen to what I'm saying, there are certain brothers out here who are looking for a pen pal. Some men have no intention on asking you out on a date, right? He just wants to have somebody to talk to every now and then, somebody to check on them, So I told her, she said, well, is there any future here? I said, probably not. If you've been talking to the same guy for multiple weeks and he's not asking to see you in person, there's a good reason for it. And the reason is he doesn't like you that much. The reason is you're not his type. The reason is he doesn't want to spend any money on you. So I listen, I give my clients the real deal on this. All right. So here's the nice guy scenario. She meets another man on Hinge. And by the way, for you guys who are in the dating market, I suggest Hinge to all of my clients, right? Because a lot of my clients are finding good success on Hinge, right? So she meets this guy on Hinge, right? Exchange messages, going well. Now this guy is the opposite of the other guy. He asked her out on a date. He planned the date. He told her what to wear. He told her where to meet him. He told her all the things that she needed to know for the date. He told her what kind of food the place was going to have, right? He did all the things. He meets her at the restaurant, okay? He even opens the door, treats her like a lady, right? Makes sure she's comfortable, takes her to her seat, all the things, okay? She says when they got to the table, there was barely any conversation. She said he talked about the weather. He talked about the football team. He talked about, the upcoming election. He talked about all these things and never really asked her any dating questions. Like, what's your concept on dating? What do you love to do on a date? What was your favorite date? He didn't ask her any questions. He literally didn't ask her, not even questions about maybe her dating history. How often are you dating? When was your last date? Any kind of dating questions. And she felt like this guy was like he might as well just be a buddy and not any kind of real spark going on. And so I asked her, I said, well, did you ask him any questions? She said, no. Now to that, I said, well, okay. Well, if you didn't ask him any questions, that means you're boring too. Because that's what her surmise was about this guy. She said he is boring. She called the guy boring. And only because he didn't pursue her. So this is what I came to. This was my analysis. This is what I came to, y'all. I said the reason that you call this guy boring is he is not he's not going for it. He's not trying. Like even a guy who everybody want to call narcissistic, right? At least he knows what he wants and goes after what he wants, even if what he wants is only for himself, right? But what I have discovered, y'all, is that women can't stand nice guys. Women can't stand nice guys. Now we're going to talk about it for a minute, and I'm going to come back to the idea that we got going on here today. All right. Got my notes over here. All right, look. So what we're talking about is the difference between a nice guy and a genuine guy. Okay. Now, women love a genuine guy. A genuine guy. Some men may think that by being overly nice, agreeable, and everything, not asserting their needs and trying to avoid any conflict, they'll be more appealing. This is the nice guy. He's trying to not knock over the boat. He's trying to not do too much. He's trying to be liked. This is the nice guy. However, women often sense when someone is being inauthentic or not showing their true personality. Nice behavior that isn't backed by genuine confidence or self-respect can come across as people-pleasing and rather than attractive. Okay, so he thinks, well, if I open the door for you, she'll think I'm a gentleman. If I pay for dinner, she'll think I'm a generous guy. That'll get her. If I bring her flowers, that'll surely get her, right? And none of this works. Why? Because it's inauthentic and it's trying too hard. Have you ever seen somebody that's a try hard? You ever seen somebody who's just trying too hard? They just trying to be too nice and too perfect. And this guy that my client described, I can tell. He's been reading the books on how to be the nice guy. He's been watching them podcasts to try and be what he thinks women want him to be. And none of it is working because women can see right through that nice guy routine because it's actually manipulation. He's trying to be seen in your eyes as in a certain way, and it's not going to work. So check this out. We talking about confidence and self-assurance. Many people, men and women, are attracted to confidence and self-assurance. When someone's niceness feels like it's covering up insecurity or lack of boundaries, it can make the person seem less attractive. It's not kindness that's a problem. It's the lack of self-assuredness. It's the lack of self-assuredness. It's not that she's being too nice. It's that you're not being real. You're not being real. Nice guy. Y'all ever hear, nice guys finish last? Is true, because you're trying to nice your way into it. You're trying to nice your way into her. Maybe if she needs somebody, I'll be right there. If she needs somebody to come and cut her grass, I'm there. Just call me. Need somebody to lay some tile in the bathroom? Sure. And when you leave with all that sweat from your brow, and she give you a sandwich and send you on your way, she's going to call Chad or Tyrone. She's going to call Bob or Jim, Big Jim, and they're going to have a nice night together in that nice, beautiful shower that you set up. Okay, they're going to have a nice night on the grass, laying out on the grass, looking at the stars on the grass that you cut. Okay, so it's not about being too nice, nicing somebody into it. It's about you being authentic and being real. Let's move on this. Lack of challenge or mystery. Listen, guys, if you're watching this, you need to take notes on this one, because this is one of the biggest keys that men often don't get when it comes to this, right? Women desire a challenge. Women desire mystery. If they know your predictability, they know like now there's some amount of predictability that is what a woman would want, right? Because now she doesn't want to feel like you're going to try and run in the street and do backflips, trying to get attention. Not that, but just having a sense of that you're somebody that at least solid, that she can count on for just civility, right? So check it out. In early stages of attraction, some degree of unpredictability and challenge keeps things interesting. Some degree of unpredictability and challenge keeps things interesting. So my guy number 2, who took the woman out on a date, I got balloons. My guy number 2, who took the woman out on a date, he had too much predictability. If a nice guy always agrees or doesn't show his own unique passions or values, he may not create the kind of dynamic tension that builds attraction. All right. If he's not, if there's no tension, listen, the reason that you want to see somebody again is because of the tension, right? It's the reason that you want to spend more time with somebody. It's because of the tension, the unpredictability, right? Maybe a woman, guys, listen, a woman might want to see you again if she doesn't know if you really want to kiss her. Like, she could feel that you wanted to kiss her, but you didn't. So she's interested, right? There's that little bit of tension. And if it's not there, she's not going to want to see you again. And it doesn't matter if you brought flowers, chocolates, none of that other stuff matters if there is no tension. If a nice guy always agrees or doesn't show his own unique passions or values, he may not create the kind of dynamic tension that builds attraction. Your own unique passions or values. Do you have your own unique passions and values? Or are you just waiting to agree with her? Oh yeah. I agree with you on trying not to rock the boat. You're gonna say you're a Democrat when you really didn't even vote, right? Trying to be what somebody. I've seen this all the time on those like pop the balloon shows, on all these dating shows, and you just see the person just trying to like mimic what they think the other person is going to like. And that never works. You have to have your own unique passions and values. What do you value? That's what builds the tension. Women often appreciate a balance, kindness combined with independence. Kindness combined with independence. Not all kindness and not all independence, right? Because if it's all independence, that means it's all about you. Everything is you, all you. But it's the combination that makes it work. It's the kindness combined with independence and a sense of humor and their own interests. Man, listen, it doesn't have to be this complicated, right? But you can't show up inauthentically, just trying to mimic what the other person said. Yes, I love seafood. She said, I went to Red Lobster the other day. You went to Red Lobster? I love Red Lobster. Y'all ever see somebody who has been everywhere? Somebody who's done everything. They've been to. You say, I love, one of my favorite places to vacation is Mexico. You going to Mexico? I love Mexico. My family's gone to Mexico every year for our family reunion. And you say, would you like some wine? You say, yeah, I'd like some wine. What kind do you like? Oh, I like white Zinfandel. You like white Zinfandel? I love white Zinfandel. Right? No, that's going to get boring. And it's inauthentic. You just waiting for that person to parrot back. No, you got to say, look, I don't, I drink the wine occasionally, right? But when I drink wine, I like to go to a wine festival and have, you know what I mean? Have your own thing to say. I'm just making that up, but have your own thing to say. Because if you're always bouncing back off of her, then you're going to be seen as a nice guy. And she'll be like my client who said, I'm never calling that guy back again. All right. Let's keep going on this. Confusion with self-worth. Some men labeled as nice guys may unconsciously act in ways that communicate a lower sense of self-worth. Doing things only to gain approval rather than out of self-confidence. This can make them seem less compelling, not because they're nice, but because they're not valuing themselves in the interaction. Listen to this, guys. No woman wants a pushover. Now, they want a kind guy, right? But no woman wants a pushover and a yes, ma'am, right? That seems nice at first, but you want a woman. Most women want a man with a backbone, a man who has his own interests, a man who has something to add value, right? She doesn't want to be the verbal leader. So even in this case with my client, I asked her, did you ask him any relationship questions? And she said no, right? I could already tell how she was. Now she's one of my clients from New York, right? And so they, some women in certain regions of the country like a certain kind of guy, right? She is looking for a lion. And even a guy that does too much is better than a guy who's trying to manipulate her by being the perfect man. Okay. Even a guy who's trying to get too close too fast, trying to take her too fast, right? Is better than a guy who's passive, laid back and act. Listen, when she left that date, she said, I don't know if that guy likes me or not. She said, I can't even tell if he likes me. But I could tell, she said, by the end of the date, it was just like, well, see you around. And he could feel that essentially that was going to be the last time he saw her. All right. So let's talk about how do we get to the next level on this? Clear intentions and assertiveness. Guys, pay attention and wake up. Clear intentions. Listen, when you go out with somebody, I don't care what kind of meeting you're having, right? Look, when I decided to shoot this show, I had to have clear intentions on what the outcome was going to be. And the outcome is for me to give you some information that's going to help you to better your dating and relationship life, right? Everything you do should be done with intention. All right, check this out. A nice guy might be hesitant to express clear romantic or sexual interest, fearing it may come off as too forward or inappropriate. However, without clear intentions, women may see him as more of a friend or a buddy. Assertiveness is important. It shows clarity, confidence, and genuine attraction, all of which help build a romantic connection. Guys, you got to be intentional about it, right? A woman should never leave your presence and wonder if you liked her. A woman shouldn't leave your presence and wonder, if there's anything more here, right? Here's something that you have to understand, that women deal with discernment. Women are blessed with discernment, or we call it vibe. They can feel, right? Women can feel more than men. Men are blessed with the logic. Women are blessed with the heightened emotions that's connected to that discernment, and they feel. They're feeling, right? Check this out, guys. And ladies, y'all can jump in on this when you watch this. Sometimes a woman will not even know if she likes you or not. Now, she can like you from a distance. A woman could be like, "Ooh, look how he walked." She'd be like, "Oh, I like what he wearing. Oh, he's cute," right? And then you walk all the way over there to her, and what happens next when you get in front of her is whether she's going to decide on a yes or no. Now, you can be the most handsome guy in the world, but it's about your energy and your vibe that you give off, and she's receiving that and making a decision about you. All right, let's keep going on this. Ultimately, nice isn't attractive. Hold on, let me back up on this. So let me talk more about this at clear intentions and assertiveness. Now, can assertiveness go too far? Yes. You can be stalkerish. You can go too far on this. You can do too much on this, right? But I would rather you do too much than not do enough. Because at least if you do too much, she knows what your intentions are. But my thing is, I'm encouraging guys, listen, we're gonna stop lying to these women in this 2024, 25. We're gonna stop lying to these women, right? Tell her what you want. If you want a short-term situation, you don't want to get too involved, you don't want too much, tell her that. If you want a long-term relationship, tell her that, right? Listen, the answers are either going to be yes or no, either way. And if the answer is yes, great. If the answer is no, move on. The days of sitting around lying to women, that's over with. There's no more need for that. So assertiveness is important. It shows clarity, confidence and genuine attraction. All right. Ultimately, nice isn't attractive, but it needs to be backed by ultimately, nice isn't unattractive, but it needs to be backed by self-confidence, authenticity, and clear intentions. So it's not about just being nice. It's not totally that women hate nice guys, but they hate guys who are being manipulative and unclear about what they intend on doing. All right. The combination of kindness and self-assuredness is what creates a truly attractive partner. So I want you guys to take this, right? If this is your first time here, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Listen, I want you to practice this. I want you to listen. I believe in rehearsal. If you're ever going to have a great performance, you have to rehearse. So as you're in your everyday life, listen, have intentions for everything you do so it comes naturally when it comes to dating. Don't try to turn it on when you're in front of a woman, or try for the ladies, don't try to turn it on when you're in front of a man, right? Have intentions, clear intentions on what it is you want in every scenario. You're going into a meeting, you should have the meeting notes and the things that you want to do. The intention is clear. If you're going out on a date, you should know what you want from this date. You shouldn't just be going out just to be going out. What is it that you want from this situation, and what would success look like in this situation? All right. Look, you guys, thank y'all so much for being here. Look, check out the next video. I got more stuff coming, and I'm glad you are here. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.